The Integrated Academic and Behavior Systems Division at the North Carolina Department of Public Instruction is excited to share the release of our Core Social Emotional Practices in an MTSS online course. This course is designed for both school level and district level teams. At this time, we're going to start with the release of both district and charter level teams. We wanted to provide a quick overview of the course, a short preview of the first two modules, answer some frequently asked questions, and then show you a short readiness activity that you can complete to help you to determine if you are ready for this course. So this course is made up of 6 modules. We estimate that it will take approximately 10 hours to complete, and this would provide with 1 CEU. Module 1 will focus on creating readiness for core social emotional learning. Module 2 will help with making some school improvement connections. Module 3 will help with establishing context. Module 4 will really delve deep into social emotional learning through the lens of instruction, curriculum, and environment. Module 5 will go deep with social emotional learning and creation of a data evaluation plan. And Module 6 will be putting all of these pieces together in your social emotional learning core support plan. So now we'd like to go deeper with the first 2 modules. These modules will focus on creating readiness for core social emotional learning. Module 1 will work on building and affirming your background knowledge regarding core social emotional practices. It will help with developing the what and the why for social emotional learning. And it's going to help to prepare you and your team for successful social emotional learning implementation. Module 2 is going to make connections to social emotional learning and your North Carolina model of a multi-tiered system of support. We will do this using the items from the FAM-S and going deeper with how this course helps you to meet those different items that connect with social emotional learning. We want to take a moment to go ahead and address any questions that you might have. So is this course optional? Yes, this course is optional, and it was built based on feedback from the field regarding next steps and needs. You may be wondering, when are we ready to complete this course? We have a short 8-step activity called a readiness activity to help you to determine if you are ready for this course. When you click on the link for this activity, it's going to ask you to make a copy, and you can go ahead and click yes to make a copy, and then go ahead and type, or just use this, you don't have to type in it, your answers as you walk through and process some of these questions. In general, your team's going to want to have completed the following activities prior to starting the course. In terms of data evaluation, you would want to have completed the data evaluation planning form, which is where that you map your student outcome and implementation data, an assessment inventory, and to at least be in the process, if not already have completed, your core support plan for literacy, math, and behavior. And that's where you're defining what instruction, curriculum, environment, and data evaluation look like across these 3 buckets. There are some additional work prerequisites that we would suggest, and the reason being that this is just going to help you to move more quickly within the course and to make some connections as you do this work of integrating social emotional learning into academic content. So how would you enroll your team in the course? At our September regional networking meetings across the state, you're going to be provided an opportunity to start this readiness activity. And then you'll also have the link to actually get enrolled in this course. And I'm going to show that in just one moment. And then we also wanted to share just briefly how that our division would be providing implementation support for the course. So we're going to provide just a short, like 20 to 30 minute time at each of our regional networking meetings that will allow you to either preview content or to process some content in terms of social emotional learning. If you decide not to enroll in the course, that's totally fine. And these activities will be adaptable to where it will allow you an opportunity to go ahead and reflect and make any refinements to your current MTSS implementation. We are committed to supporting your efforts as you guide leadership teams to build professional plans that support their MTSS. In doing so, we're actually going to limit the release of the Core SEL course first to MTSS coordinators. That also includes our PBIS coordinators. If you decide to enroll a team in this course, we're hoping that that team would include both general and special education representation, and also folks that serve as specialized instructional support personnel, such as like maybe district level or charter level, school counselors, school psychologists, school social workers, school nurse. And if you have anyone that is engaging in school mental health work, that would also be helpful. So this is going to actually provide you with the opportunity to preview the first 2 modules of the course before we provide guidance to schools on its use. We have a form. So I'm going to go up here real quick and I'm just going to show you this readiness activity, and that is going to go ahead and link us to the form. So again, when you click on this readiness activity, it's going to ask you to make a copy. So you're going to click make a copy. And now that you have a copy here, you can go ahead and rename this to maybe whatever the name of your school is. So if we're the best school, because you are, or the best district. And then we've got a couple, actually 8 questions for you to go through and process together. So these steps, and it's actually 8 steps, are provided to help you and your public school unit determine if now is the right time to enroll in this Core SEL Practices online course. Again, this is a 10-hour course that will include activities, and it will result in you having a clear implementation plan, also an opportunity to develop a Gantt chart in terms of your next steps around implementation of social emotional learning. So we're going to start. The first step would be who are the team members who might participate. So you would want to jot down their names. You can also include their roles. Things to think about again with this team. So this will be the team that is going through this course together. We do want you to make sure that you've got district or charter level representation from your district MTSS team or your charter MTSS team. You want to, again, include both general and special education representation and those with a background in behavior, social emotional learning, and student supports, such as those that have worked with the tiered behavior supports or positive behavior intervention and supports, school counselor, school psychologist, school social worker, school nurse. Again, this may be just a representative that represents those different roles, or maybe one person from those different roles, if you have those roles. You'll work on integration with academic standards, so you also want to go ahead and include someone who represents general education, and this is in terms of core academic content. So the second question would be, did you complete the FAMS? Because in Module 2, we're going to go really deep, walking across each of the critical components and talking about the connections of Core SEL and those FAMS items. So you would want folks to have some familiarity with the FAMS. So then after you answer those 2 questions, you're going to answer question 3, which would be to circle the team members that completed MTSS Module 1. So if I have just some folks that I've listed up here, and of course I'm putting some folks from our state team, and then I would just go back and I would actually just draw a circle here around the folks that I know have completed MTSS Module 1. Then I would want to think about, did we complete the following work from MTSS Module 1? So did we do that work around the data evaluation planning? Did we complete our assessment inventory? And where are we with our defined core support plan? all of this may just be a quick conversation. Maybe you did, maybe you stopped something with that work, and you could even use this document to type in some notes or next steps. Then you would want to start thinking about the work around core behavior practices, or what we called establishing the core tier of behavior support. And so with this training, this was pulling some of those practices from previous PBIS Module 1 content. So you would just underline any of these people up here that you know actually they did participate in that training or have that background knowledge. Next, we would be thinking about, did our folks that we've listed complete MTSS Module 2? So I'm just going to come up here and I'm going to put a little star beside the people that I know completed MTSS Module 2. In terms of the work that connected with Module 2, hopefully through that you went through those 10 steps and you are closer in a defined plan around your intervention systems for both literacy, math, and behavior, social, emotional attendance. And then the last question would be just really kind of taking a balcony view. So get out of the weeds, step up on the balcony, and just look at who the people that we have listed here, kind of their background knowledge across these different both content buckets in terms of training, and also thinking about where our district or charter, or what we're now calling a public school unit, is in terms of the implementation planning and the work that we have done. So we're the last step, if you decide that it is the right time for you to go ahead and enroll in the course, and this would be you and your team, and we're thinking that would be the people that you listed here. Then what we would ask that you would do would be to go ahead and complete this registration form. We are going to be, everyone that has this completed by September the 20th, we will go ahead and do a mass upload in terms of getting you enrolled in this course. And again, all you need to do is to provide your name. That would be your first and last name, your email address, and your UID number. And then after you are enrolled, you will actually get an email saying that you're enrolled in the course. It will have a link in it. You can click on that link, and then you can go ahead and start the course. Thank you so much for your time. We're really looking forward to supporting you in this work. And that is, no, I did say that. We're happy to address any questions that you have. Thank you.